Hi, welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam, and well, I'm outside because this is part of my mental health plan. All right. There's so many different ways to participate in your own mental health training, your own mental health program. But for me, nature is a big part of it. In fact, um, you can find articles in every major publication and magazines all over the web about nature being part of a wellness plan, part of a prescription, sometimes by a professional, by a doctor saying, you need to go outside. Yeah. And nature is a big part of that. There are so many studies that are revealing the benefits, physical, mental, emotional, for being outside. And I mean, we give a lot of weight as a society. We give a lot of value to people putting effort, time, energy, resources into their physical well-being. All right, whether it's something as simple as what I'm doing now in walking. All right, especially as we get older in life, walking is proven to have so many benefits for your digestion, for your posture, for your skeletal system, for your musculature, for your mental well-being. Walking accomplishes so many goals, and it's accessible, it's affordable, it's low impact, and it's something that you can do anytime. And it doesn't take that long of a walk. You don't have to put in all your steps. You can break it up. But we are only now beginning to vocalize and put as much value on your own personal mental health plan. So nature is being prescribed by doctors to help manage stress. All right. So whatever that form of stress might be for you, and we all have it, right? We comes in different forms, but it could be anxiety. All right. That stress around pending, could be depression. Anxiety, stress around things that happened in your past that maybe go a little bit deeper and actually are a form of trauma. So nature is that, but your mental health plan could come in so many different ways. And talking with others, talking with trained professional, it should be a big part of that, right? You don't have to have a diagnosis to go talk to someone. It actually it could be quite preventative, all right? It could be part of maintenance, it could be part of your management. It never hurts. That's the point. Never hurts. And if you've got the capacity to have that covered by a plan, then there's even less of a reason not to do it. So there's so many things you could do and should do for yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But the mental health routine should be given as much weight and consideration and time, resources as your physical training. So again, it can take so many forms. Journaling, all right? We all know that the act of writing something down helps commit it to memory, makes it more real than just simply having the thought of a plan. So write it down. Part of that journaling could simply mean, right, not just a to-do list. I mean, yeah, we all have that list, but could simply be affirmations, right? Writing down things you are grateful for, writing down things that you hope to accomplish. And in the work environment, we have those. Probably not as often as you could or should, but there are performance reviews. And that should not only include, the performance you just had. You want to have some goal setting as part of your professional development. So in the workplace, there's that. So it makes sense that you should also have that in your personal life. So journaling is in documentation of that mental health plan should be part of it. Expressing gratitude openly, expressing appreciation has proven benefits. It releases chemicals in the brain, and it's just a good habit and should be normalized in society to help people make it okay to show appreciation for others, for acts of kindness. I don't want to use the word chivalry, but, right? We live in a world where I see it every day. It's lacking. It's not as prevalent as it was in my grandparents' generation or even in my parents' generation. So, I know our family, we're trying to bring it back. You know, we'll hold doors open for strangers and we'll say thank you and things like that. And again, it's just part of being a good person. It helps me. That's right. And I hope that it inspires others and teaches others that it's supposed to be normal, supposed to be okay. But your mental health plan, beyond finding others to talk to, beyond expressing gratitude, beyond journaling, could include so many other things aside, again, if we're going in nature. All right, so be mindful of your emotional state and be mindful of the version of the person you want to be. All right, because maybe that's not you now. So there's always little things we can do to be more kind, little things we can do to be more positive. All right, because we talk a lot, and our internal dialogue, something like 60,000 thoughts a day, and like 80% of that is not positive when we have that inner dialogue with ourselves. And we're doing it to ourselves, and it's not healthy. We talk to ourselves in a way that we would never find ourselves talking to others, and yet we do it to ourselves. So starting to change that inner dialogue is a commitment, and it takes practice. So start with that. Change your inner dialogue and do it first thing in the morning, right? So set some intentions for your day. When you first wake up, have your glass of water, all right? And put the same effort, put the same weight, put the same power that we give physical training to your mental training. So go ahead and work out. Yeah, work hard. And you might even sweat a little. Putting time and energy and resources into your self-improvement, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And if you can spend time in nature, it's going for a walk, you're adding the physical benefits of that as well. So look after yourself. You're worth it. People need you. They really do, right? You might not have a long list, but start with one, and that's you. So be kind to yourself. You deserve it. All right, stop beating yourself up. And then come up with a plan. Write it down, and then try and stick to it. And just find little things, little changes you can make every day. And you'll see the gains. And this time next year, if you have a plan and you stick to it, this time next year, you will be a far different, far better person to yourself, with yourself, for yourself, and that will in turn help everyone else. All right, so that's the ultimate goal. All right, self-improvement. So come up with a mental plan. All right, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.